What aren't you telling
I'm
me?
gonna leave. You can find your own way back.
You're a fucking coward!
Hey guys, Paul Phoenix here, and today, my friends, I pose a question. What kind of Friday the 13th the game player will you be? Will you be a hero? Or will you be a coward? Or will you be a heroic loser? Or a cowardly winner? Or in other words, will you be a generous lover? Or a mean masturbator? I know Friday the 13th the game hasn't been released yet, but use your imagination. Maybe if you've played Dead by Daylight, use that as an example. So, pop quiz hotshot. It's near the end of the match, the generators have all been fixed, and the gates are ready to be opened. One of your fellow survivors gets put up on a hook. Now what do? Do you run for the exit and escape like a cowardly winner? Or do you go and help the other survivor and be a heroic loser? Now, it won't always play out like that. Maybe you go and help the other person and you both end up getting away and you end up being a heroic winner. Or yes, of course, maybe there's times where you go to help someone else and boom, they're shit out of luck. The killer's stalking the hook. He's just standing there. Or maybe he's walking round the hook, whatever. There is literally no way to get in, unhook the person, and get out with the person and both escape before the killer comes up behind you both and wangers you from behind. So, which one will you be? Of course, it's going to be very different gameplay mechanics, but the essence is still there. So which one of those people do you think you'll be? There is also a third option, which hasn't really got anything to do with winning or losing. You could be one of those shitheads who just fucks over his fellow survivors just for, I don't know, whatever the pleasure is there, which I've had done many times. I had one yesterday where I had already been injured once, and I managed to escape the killer, and I was running towards the open gate, and some douche decided to stand right in front of me and block my path, so I couldn't get past them, so I ended up getting caught by the killer. He wanged me from behind, I went down, and do you know what the fucking kicker of it is? The bastard who blocked my path literally just frigging stood there still. They still just stood there and sort of walked about. It wasn't even a case of running off, they literally just blocked me because they were fuckers. So, hopefully, in Friday the 13th the game, hopefully we won't get many of those sort of people who try to ruin the fun of other players. I myself actually haven't ever really been much of an online gaming fan. Now, the reason being is my first experience with online gaming was Perfect Dark Zero. And man, seriously, I would say 8% of people I played with are actually genuinely decent players. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was like 5% or something. It was like 95% were literally just kids screaming and mucking about and swearing, or even worse, it was adults who were just swearing, shouting abuse at people, shouting racist comments, you know, just generally being offensive, nasty people. And making the whole gameplay experience so balls. It was just so much balls. And I avoided online gaming for a long time after that. And the next time I played an online game was Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3. I mean, come on, GTA 5. A god among games. I had to play it online. But again, it was the exact same situation with kids who weren't even old enough to play the game, who were playing the game, and they were screaming random, unintelligible, completely incoherent babble down the mics, or there was people shouting racist comments, or just being offensive, or this or that, and just being complete and utter tool bags. And a huge portion of people cheating, which I still have no idea how they ever actually did that. And now I have another reason to go online. Friday the 13th, the game. Granted, I have been playing Dead by Daylight, but there's no microphone talking in that game. unless you're playing online with your friends. So if you are playing online with strangers, no one can shout at you anyway. The most you can do is block someone's path when they're trying to get out of the exit and fuck them over. But one great thing is that you can't hear the abuse that people just want to put out because, I don't know, whatever they've got going on in their own lives, you know, they want to vent some anger, or they've got their own personal issues, or whatever, man. You know, I don't judge, but it is annoying when you're just trying to chill out after a hard day and you want to play an awesome game and that shit comes on and you're just like, ugh. Can't even play an awesome game because I've just heard someone screaming about whatever they're screaming about. So, to wrap up, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you find it more beneficial to be the coward in this situation, or if you find it more beneficial to be the hero, or if you don't really give a crap either way. And I will see you guys in the next video.